Okay, so happy Friday, everybody. Friday morning. After working in the office so many years, Fridays became TGIF, and I've never changed from that. I always love Fridays. Plus, in the Norse mythology, Friday is named after Freya, the goddess. And I've always loved her, her energy. And so, anyway, we'll honor Friday today. We'll start with centering, so get comfortable in easy pose or half lotus, or if you want to use full lotus, if you're there yet, if you're warmed up, just be mindful and let go of the week. It's been quite a week. Mercury's retrograde now, and people are acting crazy, which is nothing new necessarily, but just to be cautious. Again, mindful, really. So reach up through your spinal column like a tree trunk. Sit the roots down from your root chakra down into the earth. Connect with her. So send your roots out. My understanding is in trees, the root system spreads out as wide as the branches and the distance of the leaves from the base of the tree. So send your roots out as wide as your shoulders or your knees where you're sitting, and use that for some nice grounding. Also, take your right hand and your first two fingers, index finger and second, and just place them, straighten your arm out to the side and place them on your mat, and use that as grounding mudra. You can leave them there for a few minutes here. Send the energy up your spine. Light up your chakras. Just see them light up as you bring the energy up from the earth. See your root chakra like the burning bushes in the fall now, red and vibrant. And then your orange chakra, the second chakra, navel, vibrant orange and sparkling color. Then your solar plexus, light it up, let it open, bright sunshiny yellow. And then up into your heart center, the meadow, the green with more trees and emerald colors, sparkling. And then up into your high heart, which is a combination of the green in your heart chakra and the blue in your throat chakra. It's a beautiful blue-green combination, which there's only one place I've ever seen the color, and it's on the cover of a book. And then up to your throat chakra, open it up, send the color in and spiral it around, pulsate the color, bring the energy up into your third eye, Ajna chakra, in your forehead and between your eyes, the indigo color. And then send all the energy up into your crown chakra, Sahasrara, the violet. And then send the color up into your celestial chakra above your head, silver, your solar chakra above that one, gold, golden color, and then all the way up to the cosmic chakra, galactic, and that is your diamond light. So lighting up all your chakras and letting those colors brightly shine and radiate from your body, and allow that to make you feel good. We're allowed to feel good with no guilt. Now become aware of your breath. Just watch it flow in and out a few rounds. And notice how you feel, your nervous system, your emotions. Check and see what's going on with you in this moment, if anything, and if it registers with you. Sometimes it's hard to pin those down, but it comes. Sometimes we have little angers and frustrations during the week. We can just let them pass through us and out. And then notice your physical body, muscles and joints. Just make some micro moves. Some of you already know where you've had injury or a challenge, so just check. And let's chant Om 3 times. If you're not comfortable voicing it out loud, you can just hear it in your mind, just mentally repeat Om, but with the breathing. And if you want to release your right hand now, just kind of bend your fingers and let them loosen up. But bring your hands into mudra, thumb and index finger. Turn your palms up. You can either have your arms out if you like or on your knees. Whatever feels good. Sometimes I like to just have my hands up. So taking in a deep breath for our first Om, clearing throats, me, 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 me. Breathe. And breathe. And the purpose for this set of chanting is for healing. Breathe. Om. And just bring palms into prayer hands. And I'll chant Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And may we tap into that at unlimited levels throughout our practice this morning. So to attune to our breath, just breathing, arms overhead. Exhale out and down. Feeling good. Chakras are activated and shining, sparkling. And one more round. All right. Beautiful. Feeling good already. All right. So let's just stretch our legs out, shake them out, pat them on the floor, and we'll loosen up in our ankles before we're coming up into standing. So we're going to do some standing poses this morning and go easy on the knees. So sitting tall, make sure you're on your sitting bones. Flex and point your feet. And then give your toes some attention. Just spread them out, stretch them, and squeeze. All right, so just bring your feet back and come on to the balls of your feet, and we'll rock a little bit, bringing knees down just to the floor. You don't have to have them on the floor. Okay, and today is the new moon. I believe it's in Taurus, which is an earth sign, which is another reason for grounding this morning. But let's stretch out the inner thigh, okay? So just take your left leg out to the side, press down on the heel and turn the toes up. The other leg, if you want to, you can just leave it straight forward or you can open it out to the side as well. But we want to just tilt the hips back and stretch forward as though you're sitting and coming down for a stretch over your leg. So just, you can come in and out of the stretch since it's our warm up. And then point your toes and flex and point and flex. And then just bring your foot back in and switch sides. Again, press your hips back and just come forward a little bit to stretch that inner thigh. Press through your heel, toes are up, and then point your toes and flex, point, flex, and point. And then bring that foot in. Let's come down into Malasana. If you feel you need a little bit more warming up in the hips, just go side to side, opening the thighs. That way, when we do go into our warrior two poses, our hips will be all open and ready. Bring palms together, press the knees open as you bring your thumbs to your Anahata heart chakra. Breathe. Allow more earth energy to come up into your spine, out the top of your head, And let the cosmic forces come in through your crown and down to the earth. That's the way it naturally flows through your spine anyway, but it's nice to get specific with it. And then just bring your hands to the floor. We're just going to come up, lift your hips, standing in ragdoll. Or if you feel loose this morning, come in for head to knee. If you need more warming, just bend your knees and straighten. Come into the stretch. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Now, once you're in your stretch, you can tilt your hips up a little bit more and then come back in towards your knees and release. This is helpful for warming up. Taking a breath. Exhale, bring your nose in towards your knees and tilt your hips up. Now, if you want even more stretch, like on your calves, bring the weight a little bit more onto the balls of your feet. All right, now we've been inverted, so we're going to slowly come up, bend your knees, bring your torso parallel to the floor. Bring your arms up next to your ears. Now all you do is lift your fingertips and bring your arms up, keeping your knees bent, and you're in your chair pose. Draw your navel in and up. Long spine. Loosen up a little bit in your shoulders. Press back. Okay. Now firmly press the soles of your feet down against the mat and lift your fingertips up, reaching up tall. Now interlace fingers over your head. Bring your arms, your hands down behind your head and just bring arms side to side. Elbow behind your head, switch, elbow behind your head. And you can press your head back to open the shoulder, but just be aware so you don't injure yourself. Now bring your hands behind your head again and just pull. What you're doing is pulling the arms back, your hands and arms. Now don't overarch your back. Keep your spine long. Abdominal muscles are active here. Now bring your hands into Kali Mudra, which is index fingers pointing, thumbs side by side. The rest of the fingers are interlaced. So you scoop back with your fingertips, your index fingers, scoop back and lift, and you get a little more stretch in your shoulders. Press back and up. All right, so feet just hip width apart. Just kind of wiggle your hips side to side. All right, now take your torso side to side, just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to come into crescent moon. Firmly plant your feet into the earth. Reach up through your fingertips. Squeeze your ears, inhale. Exhale, take your your right hip out to the side and your torso over to your left. Inhale, reach up, other hip over, left hip over, and reach into your crescent moon for the new moon today. Nice side stretch. Let's repeat each side. Breathing up. Exhale over into your side stretch. Reach a little bit more. So sideways, if you're looking, you want to be as though fitting between two panes of glass. So shoulder right over your hip. Press down on your feet, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale to the other side. Press down on your feet and lift. Release your hands. Feel your shoulders and gently open and then lower down. Get comfortable in your clothes again. And then circle around in your shoulders, big circles. Inhale up, back, exhale down. Okay, and let's do our little warm up that we sometimes do for our trapezius muscles. Just breathe, arms out in front. Bring your palms together, overlap one thumb. Taking a breath. Lengthen up and exhale. Bring your chin down towards your chest and reach your fingertips forward. Pull forward. Open the upper back. So we're just bending in the upper back here. And then roll back up. So now open your arms out to the side, bend your elbows. You want your fingertips reaching up, upper arms parallel to the floor. If we can find that, taking a breath. Exhale and draw your arms back. Open the shoulders. The muscles all around your chest. And then take your arms back out. Bring them in. Overlap one thumb. Taking a breath. Exhale. Reach the fingertips forward. Lower your chin down. Are you starting to loosen up? Feeling it? Rounding in the upper back. And then roll back up. Inhale. Exhale, open the arms and bend your elbows. Beautiful. I can see you doing great. Lift the elbows a little bit more so you're shoulder level. Breathe. Exhale and open. Open wide so you're taking the arms back. Now lower your arms down. Keep your shoulders where they are. Lower your arms down. Interlace your fingers. And then draw your arms away from your back. Lift. Now, to get an arch going the other way, lift up through your crown. Inhale. Arms are away. Exhale. Engage your legs and hips, your glutes. Give a little squeeze there. Lift your chin, your heart center, your navel, and just arch back. Keep long. Don't grind your vertebra. Stretch it out. Lengthen. And press down in your feet. Roll back up. Take a breath. Exhale, hinge forward in your hips and bend forward. Now it's optional here, depending on your needs. You can bend your knees to round your back a little bit more, or you can stretch your legs more. So you choose what your body's calling for now. And then press down in your feet. Focus on the crown of your head and lift the crown of your head. Lower your arms. Release your hands. And a few more circles in your shoulders. Loosening them up. I know many of us work on the computer a lot, so all right, now shake them out, bring them up, and we're just going to crisscross a few times to loosen more in the shoulders. Get our pectorals a stretch too. All right, now hips and legs, let's come into a standing twist. So just separate your feet, swing your arms, lift the outside heel. Remember to breathe. And come back to center. All right, so now we want to stretch a bit more in our legs. So just bring one knee up, pull it in, release, and shift. Other leg, pull it up. It's not about standing on one leg. It's about the stretch in the low back. So just pull the knee in, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. Okay, so there's a hara breath we can do with that move. So we just add the arms and the breath. So we breathe as we bring the knee in, and then fold your hands in and ha, just open the arms. So bring the knee in, inhale, ha, 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 ha. Sounds like a train, huh? Ha, ha. Once more each leg, ha, and ha. Beautiful. All right. So just step your right foot forward towards the front end of your mat. The left leg back, hands on your hips, and just stretch. Focus on stretching that back heel away. Front knee is bent. Now lift up in your heart center, and you'll probably feel that stretch in your psoas, your groin. Lift up out of your spine. Elongate. Draw your heart back. And then come forward. Now let's take that back foot further back. Lower down a little bit more. Keep breathing. Breathe arms up overhead into warrior one. Now just bring your arms down. Place one hand on each side of your foot and press into sun pose. Lift your chin. Now remember the stretch we did earlier where we had one leg out to the side? Bring your right hand inside the foot and pivot. Bring that back heel down. Toes are up again. And feel the stretch. So this is incorporated in the salute to the moon, Chandra Namaskar. Now bring the ball of the foot back and come into your sun pose. Now get a good firm stance. Press your fingertips against the floor, lift your torso a bit. Press down and lift back up. Hands on your hips where we started. And if you can, just lean back and step it in. Good. All right, so other side. Take your right leg back. And just focus on stretching the heel away on the back leg so that you stretch the calf, the back of the knee. Now lift up in your hips and your torso. Lift up to stretch a little bit more. And then take the foot back a little further or the front foot further forward, whichever works, depending on where you're at on your mat, and lower down more. Feel that stretch. Breathe arms up into warrior one. Feel your connection to the earth. It's the dark of the moon, which is a little bit more conducive to meditation and inward focus. Now bring your hands down on either side of your foot into sun pose. Lift your chin. Good. Now bring your left hand inside and we'll pivot around. Bring the back heel down and stretch. You can also use your left arm to press that left knee open if you want to. And we'll come back, pivoting into sun pose. Lift onto your fingertips. Now get a good plant with both feet and use your legs. Come up into warrior one legs. Pull back, inhale, and step it in. Good job. All right. So we'll come into, I don't want Jody to miss this one, and I know she's going to be going in a little bit, for balancing half moon. Okay, so you want to be sideways on your mat. And you're going to bring your legs into a narrow stance of warrior two. Right arm along your body, left knee turned out, knee over the middle, the midline of your foot. So you're going to reach, if you need a block, I didn't warn you ahead of time, but you can take a second to go get one. But just bend down. You want to place your hand about a foot away from your pinky toe on the diagonal, and then align shoulders and hips to the front. Transfer the weight onto the front foot. Lift the back leg up. Just press through the heel. Open the hips, and then lift the upper arm. You do look up in this pose If you're not ready for that, you can just focus on the floor. One way to do it is to keep focusing where you are, turn your head, and then switch your eyes up. That can work pretty well. So now stretch through your fingertips on both hands and through the legs, through your crown, balancing half moon. Now hinge down in the front hip as you lift the back leg, hinge down. And eventually you can lift that hand off the floor. I don't know if I can do it on this side. Lift and come up. All right, other side. So turning out your right heel, your right toes. Left arm alongside your body. That just encourages you to face front until we're ready to lift that arm. Then bend down. I got to move on here. There we go. And place your hand about a foot from the pinky toe. Rotate in the body, hips and shoulders towards open. Shift the weight onto the front foot. Lift the back leg, press through the heel, and lift your arm. And then keep working to open the shoulders and the hip. Open, so you're lifting that hip as much as your body will allow. And then you want to look up into your palm. Hinge down in the front hip. And then just come back up. Shake it out. Okay. Jody, come down onto your mat for Savasana. Just bring your knees into your chest for a little stretch. And then I'll come back for you in a few minutes. All right. The others, let's come into our warrior two. So just step your feet apart. Open your left leg out. So you want your hips pointing forward. The right heel is out, left toes forward. Take in your breath and bend your knee. And just bring your arms around back, interlace your fingers. Pull your arms away. And then turn your torso. Hips stay where they are. You're just turning in your torso towards that front leg. For humble warrior, lift your arms and just come down in front of the leg. Now from here, release your hands. Bring your left hand on the floor in front of your foot and open your torso. Lift that right arm up and you're in the lateral angle. Now firmly press both feet into the earth. Legs are engaged. Lift back up. Come into your warrior two. Breathe it in. We'll switch sides. Take in your breath. Find your hips. Open your shoulders. And exhale out into warrior two. And bring your arms around, interlace fingers. Deepen your pose if you're able. Bring your arms away. Keep opening your knee and your hip. So pulling back in the hip and opening in the knee. Humble warrior. Turn towards the right thigh. Lower down. Breathe. Lift your arms. Let your body relax here into the pose. Keep your feet firmly planted. Now release your hands. Bring your right hand in front of your right foot and just open the shoulder. Lift your left arm. Work towards opening the hip and the back knee. Now, legs are really active here. Press down in your feet. Lift your fingertips and come back up into warrior two. Inhale and come in. Turn both heels out, toes in. For a forward fold, breathe. Exhale and come down. You can slide your hands along your legs if you want to. You can hold on to your ankles, your feet, or palms under your shoulders. All right, now bring your hands on the floor in front of you. Shift the weight onto your left foot and just bring your right leg in and come down sitting on your right hip. Just coming into a nice twist, but you do want both sitting bones on the floor. Draw the knee in to get a nice stretch in your glutes. Reach up in your spinal column. And breathe your left arm up overhead. And open around into your twist. All right, press down in your sitting bones. Still in your twist, just bring your left arm up next to your ear. Inhale. And then unwind. Exhale to the front. All right, just bring your hands behind you and switch your legs. Come forward into your twist. Pressing sitting bones down. Draw your knee towards the opposite shoulder, your right knee. And then breathe your right arm out and lift. Hold on to your leg. Exhale around to the side. Palm down onto the floor close to your hips. You can use that arm for a backrest so that you can twist fully into the spinal twist. Press down in your sitting bones. Breathe your right arm up next to your ear. Come around to the front. Exhale. Unwind your legs. Prepare for Savasana. And Jody, bring yourself back. So we have one coming out and two going in. Jody, just bring your thumbs and index fingers together, and you can place them on your knees or keep your arms bent, whichever you prefer, just to seal in the benefits of your practice today. And then bring palms into Anjali Mudra. And may the good feelings from Friday morning in your yoga practice stay with you all day long. Namaste. Thanks for being here. Deepening your Shavasana now. Those of you who are remaining. Let go more now than you ever have before. Let your thoughts pass through your mind without focusing on any one thought. Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat. Bring your awareness back now to the room where your body rests on your magic carpet yoga mat, experiencing stillness and peace, or whatever you have tapped into in the depths of your being, your essence. Allowing yourself that sense of well-being, allowing endorphins to flow freely. Feel your body pressing into the mat, heavy with relaxation, unless you feel light with relaxation. And just start to bring some little movements in, hands and feet. Stretch your head to one side and then breathe and stretch it to the other side. And once more to each side. Stretch, breathe, stretch. And then slide your feet together. Lift your knees to your chest, waking up your body. And slowly come over and up into sitting. And using Anjali Mudra as our seal to hold in the benefits of our practice, the depth of our relaxation and meditation, a gesture of gratitude for all of these experiences and for the one who created them. Enjoy this Friday. Enjoy this new moon, a day to think about what you want to start creating and initiating tomorrow, moving forward. So namaste, everybody.